Here we go. All right. All right, you ready, everyone? Leaves, branches, and trunks of trees return to earth to enrich the soil which feeds us. We return these pages written on the pulp of trees to earth, where they started their lives. More trees and more books will be written. We will protect our trees, our earth, and our books. According to the Talmud, after Rosh Hashanah was designated the time to bury all documents in which the name of God appears. When we bury these old books and texts, we may feel sad to see them go. We remember what we have learned from these books and from others like them, and how they have influenced our lives. As we read and study new books, we remember how we have grown and been inspired by the books that we have absorbed in the past. The Mishnah, Shabbat 115a, says that all sacred writings, including the scrolls of Torah, prophets, and writings, should be preserved in a place where they cannot be destroyed. This idea originally came to prevent anyone forever erasing God's name. Anything from a worn-out siddur to a contract written in Hebrew would be put in a Genizah, and when it was no longer useful, and then it would be buried rather than thrown out. So, we parallel what we do with the bodies of people. Why do people rend the cloth of their shirts? It is so strange a tradition that admonishes us not to break or destroy. It's not for the sake of anger or against the unfairness of the world. Tearing the cloth gives outer expression to the tattered soul within. But most important of all, it's a parallelism. The death of a document, of a Sefer Torah, of a sacred book is parallel to the death of a person. The burial of a human being is like the burial of a Torah. A human being is like a Sefer Torah. A Sefer Torah is like a person. They both have goodness to convey. And so we rend garments from the Torah mensch. Each of us is a letter in the Torah scroll, and together our lives are intertwined. Our common fate and faith, our common destiny, bind us like the stitches of a garment. When any of us is lost, the holy text is torn, and it is through memory that we are mended. To these siddurim and documents, we now say, Shalom Lecha. May you rest in peace. All right, it is time to fill the hole. And we're supposed to dispose of documents regularly. Some Jews don't, which has actually proved to be historically very interesting because we find all these documents hundreds of years after. They're still sitting in a closet somewhere. And we're like, oh, look at this, an 800-year-old document. All righty. Yep.
So we just gonna mount this up?
Yeah, just mound it up. Back it goes into the earth. Thank you, Don, once again, for making something possible. Thank you, Drew, for putting up with the very strange behavior of Jews.
You're close to it, man.
There we go.
I'll get him started.
What's that? Yep.
I'll get him started filling it. That's the whole thing.
Thanks everyone for being part of our Genizah burial in a time of COVID.